Hello everyone, thank you and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Angelic Alchemy Meenakshi and I am here today to discuss some very important messages that are coming in for the current times that we are in as a collective. Before we begin, I'd like to give a brief background to the context of this video, and although it may be very specific to a specific incident, but it does reflect the current state of the collective and what the collective is going through and rising towards. So thank you so much for being here. In general, I do give a brief introduction to myself. You can find more details about me on angelicalchemyholistichealings.com, which is my page. I am a practitioner of angelic alchemy, Reiki, hypnosis, Akashic records reading, and I am a spiritual mentor as well. So getting started, for those of you who are unaware of what happened in India on August 9th this year, you can read up more about it. But a quick brief is that this is related to the rape and murder of a female doctor in a city called Kolkata in India while she was on duty. In fact, this doctor was resting after 36 hours of having worked in the hospital. She's taking a break and she was resting at night, and in the middle of the night, the place where she was resting, she was raped and brutally murdered. You can read up more about this incident on social media as well as other channels that you want to tune into. I'm not going to go into the details of exactly what she went through. It is something that is difficult to fathom, to believe, and even put our head around it, no matter how deep or dark we can imagine our world to be. But this barbaric behavior has crossed all limits and all boundaries, and there is a certain reason why the movement that has also taken place is reflective of the frustration and the hopelessness that the people are feeling, having gone through a similar experience in 2012 with another beautiful divine feminine in Delhi. And it seems like the lessons have not been learned because the root cause of the incident has not been eradicated from the system. So if we look into our history, when we look to olden days, ancient times when the wars happened, one of the things typically that the winners of the wars did was that they raided the new kingdom that they had won over, and they would raid their homes and rape and murder their women and children. And this is a practice that has been on in our collective for a very long time, and it continues to infiltrate our collective through various other ways in which sometimes it is also religious movements that have caused people to do the same to each other, and somehow it's always the divine feminine that comes into the center point of being the receiver of the blasphemous acts performed. It took me a while to actually come out and speak about this because I felt that it was very important for me to really understand what took place and to heal from within and center myself and come out of the zone of anger and frustration and hopelessness and helplessness that I also initially felt and faced as I heard of this incident. And now I wanted to share a few details about what the collective is going through energetically and what this incident also means for the collective, because this beautiful divine feminine sister, daughter of India, represents the divine feminine. This is something that has been happening with the divine feminine for a very long time, and that is the main reason why somewhere the pain and the trauma of the individuals, which they may or may not even remember as having gone through it themselves, is getting triggered, and they are now ready to seek justice for the collective of the divine feminine. And this beautiful sister has, in her moments, in what she has gone through, she has pulled apart and she has revealed and unmasked a very dark system which exists in our society world across. She has brought to the front the face of the nexus and the cabals that are behind the darker happenings that are happening in our collective, which most of the people within the collective may or may not be aware of, from what's happening in the system, which is meant to protect our health. Okay, that's all that I can say in terms of this platform that this video is going to go on, to corruption driven by money and power. Okay, now it is not to our surprise that the case is still a little bit slow as far as the judiciary system is concerned, or maybe our collective has had enough and wants to see more speedy justice to this case and others that are unspoken of, unheard of, because of the amount of rapes that happen in our world are okay. In going through what she has gone through, this beautiful sister has unveiled and unmasked, similar to Kalimaa, all the illusions that exist in our world, and has revealed the face of the darkness and all the evil that is going behind the systems that are meant to heal and protect us. Okay, now looking at the current state of the collective, the energy within our collective as we are moving from August to September is that of chaos. There is anger, there is resentment, there is frustration, a lot of fire being built, and a lot of the fire and anger that was pent up and did not come forth as an expressed emotion is now erupting through the people, through the collective, because this is not the only incident that has happened in our world. There's a lot going on in terms of wars and attacks on countries as well. So as our countries are actually going through this, what happens is we sometimes, because of the frustration of not receiving any respite, we feel that we are blindfolded and we are just walking in the dark, like we don't know our way around, and there's a lot of frustration because of that. But what we need to do as a collective, and what we're being guided to do, is to take off those blindfolds and to use our mind's eye, our heart's eye, our third eye, to be able to see through these systems and these dark loops that our collective continues to go through, and to be able to come up and rise as a collective and ask for justice, speak your truth, share what you know, and help the collective to move forward. Okay, as we take off this blindfold, we will notice that there is help around us, not just physically in terms of more learned individuals that could be specific to these fields, probably lawyers coming and helping the collective understand situations, or politicians stepping forth and putting aside their personal differences and coming together as a collective to heal this, to remove this from the root cause of for the society once and for all. Okay, today it is her, and it is so many other women that have gone through it. Tomorrow it could be anyone. The point is that a lot of times people just keep quiet, thinking it happened, or we feel so bad about it, but they don't want to talk about it because it's not something personal to them. But know that we are in a state of consciousness where our collective is functioning as a unity collective. So whatever happens to one person in the collective ripples out as an experience to others as well. So knowing that even an individual experience like this is actually a collective experience, could have happened to anyone. So we are being asked to now step forth as the light warriors that we are. The Divine Mother of Creation is stepping forth in her most fierce, wild, angry, rage, ferocious avatar state of being, and she is taking the hands of justice, and she is taking charge of the situation and stepping forth to guide us, to channel this inner fire that has risen within the stomachs, the gut, and the heart of the collective, and to channelize it to bring about reforms and changes in our society that can actually help us. The Divine Mother, specifically Kalimaa, and why not? This specific place as well, Kolkata, is the home of Divine Mother Kalimaa. She is the main deity that is worshipped in this beautiful state of Bengal, especially Kolkata. And she is stepping forth with so much fire, so much anger. I asked her if she had to describe her state of being in what happened to this beautiful divine sister, goddess sister, how kalimaa feels about it. And the word she used was Prakop. Okay, Prakop in Sanskrit it is a Sanskrit word, and it means anger, a great sense of anger, rage, and violence. So she is in that state right now, and she's going to make sure that justice is delivered in this case as well as all other cases where it needs to come forth. Okay, one of the messages that kalimaa was bringing forth was that the timelines have split. The collective timelines have split very clearly. The matrix has split into light and dark, and it is very, very visible. Okay, you no longer need a third eye to see it. Your physical eye should be able to show you the deep split that has happened. It is very apparent, and you can clearly see who's working for the light and who's working for the dark, provided we stay in our heart. Okay, we are being asked now in these timelines to make a choice of where we want to go, and in making this choice we want to make sure that kalimaa said, stay away from illusions. Make sure you are very clever and smart, and you're tuned into your heart to see through the illusions. There are wolves here in the clothings of sheep, and they will try to bring false information through to water down this movement, this fire that has started in the collective. But we are to now remember that this has happened time and again to the divine feminine, and it is time for us to ask for justice and make sure that there is enough reform and stability in the reform of our systems, so that our daughters, our sisters, our mothers, and we are all safe wherever we are, whether we are at home or we're walking around or we're at places of work. No matter where we go, no matter what time we are there, no matter what we're wearing, no matter what we do as a profession, we are safe and protected. And therefore we are being asked to make our choice. What are we choosing at this time? This is a choice point timeline. Okay, light or dark, what are you choosing? There is no in between. If anyone tries to stay in the gray zone, Archangel Michael said they're in for blind spots. Okay, so they're going to have experiences which are going to keep showing them their way. It's going to keep showing them the way and giving them the hints that they need to make a choice and start working towards it and contributing towards the collective peace, harmony, justice, love that we need in the society, to balance our society, to remove all evil from the society, and to make sure that we are founded in safety and we're grounded in Divine Mother Earth, and every single soul feels safe being here. They were also saying the matrix is being pulled apart. This is the great divide of the light and dark. And Archangel Michael was saying this portal from the 9-9 to the 9-11 is the passage to end times portal. Okay, so we are in it, and this is action time, this is go time, and we are being guided by the divine, who are here in heaps and bounds all around as angels, celestial beings, light beings, beautiful star beings, fairies, all kinds of beings are stepping forth to help us as a collective and guide us. Okay, they are reminding us that we need to channel this anger into and alchemize it into productivity. We need to make sure that we calm ourselves down and we focus and we ground ourselves, we discipline ourselves, so that this energy that has been created is not misused. Rather, it is channeled in the right direction to make sure that it becomes fruitful into the goal that we have chosen for ourselves or are choosing as a collective, that of peace, safety, and enlightenment for the consciousness of our collective. And they are guiding us to look at these times, look at these sacrifices, look at these sufferings as a way to learn lessons and grow from them, and catapult ourselves as a collective into, through this portal, into times of change, into the end times. Okay, making sure that we spread this awareness through whatever work we do, okay? However, you can channel this work and this energy. So if you are, say, a singer, you can use the alchemy of your voice to sing, to bring about changes in the energy of the collective. If you are a writer, you can make posts, you can write, you can inspire the collective to think positively and how to make the right decisions. If you are a creative person, use your creation to bring about possibilities of positive timelines and how that is done, and what we're creating as a collective. This is also calling for times of depending on where you are as an individual. If there are some individuals who are going to be exhausted with this energy, they're going to be tired because they've been doing this for a very long time as a soul. If that be the case, then like Divine Mother Archangel Michael was saying, if you are feeling tired, exhausted, feel free to rest and recuperate, because our collective is also healing at a different level altogether. I had made a video earlier this year about the dark night of the soul. This is a phase of the dark night of the soul that our collective is going through, where we have noticed and taken cognizance of the fact that we are in the end times. These are the dark times that all our religious scriptures spoke about, the Kali Yuga. We are coming through the dark times and entering into the phase of the end times, where this chaos energy was meant to be heightened to shake us up. Okay, and if incidents like this, events like this, bombarding of countries, killing their little children and innocent beings, does not wake us up and make your soul shudder, we don't know what is going to do that. Okay, so wake up, everyone, wake up and take charge of your soul and connect with your soul. See what you came here to do. Ask a question, because every single one of us is here to contribute in some manner or the other to this movement, to the state that we are in, to the end times. And then it was really beautiful to see the beautiful spirit animals that were stepping forth for messages for these particular times. A butterfly as well as a peacock. So the butterfly, as we know, represents transformational times, and the butterfly was showing its beautiful colorful wings and saying, this is the goal, this is where the collective consciousness is targeted to arrive, be as beautiful as the butterfly. But at the moment we are still in the caterpillar phase, where we are looking, feeling like we are stuck in the cocoon, and we are feeling a little bit stuck. We just need to go through this phase, and once we're out of this tunnel, once we're out of the cocoon, our wings are going to spread and we are going to be able to see how beautiful we are as a collective. Changes have to come through, the reforms have to come through, and peacocks have been coming up for a while as well. I've been seeing them everywhere personally, as well as I've noticed them on other people's pages as well. A peacock stepped forth today and said, embrace your wings, spread your wings and show your true colors. Do not be afraid to dance to the music of your own tone, of your own tune, of your own music, and show them what you got. Okay, no one can stop us now. And even the sound of the peacock is just so beautiful and powerful and activating. So just tuning into that, into your throat chakra, and be able to vocalize and express how you feel about situations, and not just lay low and let things just pass. Because even in scriptures, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna did say that someone who keeps quiet through evil and does not speak is as much part of that evil as the doers of that evil itself. So in being quiet, in not taking a stance, in not speaking, in not sharing what we feel about it, and quietly just watching it because it hasn't occurred to us personally, we are in a way turning a blind eye towards what someone has endured, something we cannot even listen to. This divine sister went through it for hours. Okay, so what are the other messages? So embrace your inner beauty, your fire, your strength, your true colors. Show them, bring them out, express yourself, use your talents, use your gifts to reach out, to hold space, meditate, send love, and heal the collective, heal the timelines, envision and hold those sacred timelines, and the collective come through. and envision that rainbow of hope. Do not lose hope. Do not lose faith, no matter what happens, no matter how dark it seems. The light has already won in the future timelines. So we are in the phase of, we are inching towards that win. Okay. So just keep going, my brothers and sisters. I just wanted to step in and share how I feel about it, and I wanted to share all the beautiful messages that were coming forth that I took very personally as well, and at a collective level. And if you've been feeling this unrest, if you've been feeling exhausted, anger, if you've been feeling a lot of anger, a couple of my clients also mentioned that they were feeling a lot of pent-up anger coming up. They were basically tapping into the collective's anger. So just being mindful of what you're feeling, and perhaps if you're feeling it, maybe you're meant to heal it within yourself, and then also therefore heal the collective. And in the larger scheme of things, we rise as a collective. Okay, so this 9-9 into 9-11 portal, just pulling up my note here, as my Archangel Michael said, is a passage to end times portal, and we are in it nice and deep, and the only way now is to come out of it. And we are the light of this portal. We are the light of this tunnel. We are the light at the end of the tunnel, and we are the light within the tunnel as well. So shine bright, my brothers and sisters. Okay, sending you all so much love, peace, compassion, harmony, balance to our earth. We've got this. We've got this. We've got this. Thank you for listening in. I love you all. Blessings to each one of you. Thank you.